Greetings, friends. It's been a while since we've done anything like this communicating online, and so I trust that you are all well and staying strong in the Lord and finding your joy in the Lord. Sometimes it feels like there's not too much joy to be found anywhere else, and so may you find the joy of the Lord, and may it be your strength. So this is just a little update. What we're going to be doing over the next month is looking at Wesley as home, as church home. And so let me just fill you in. As you drive into the buildings, into the car park rather, you'll see on the side of the building it says, Wesley, welcome, you are home. And so on Sunday I spoke about home, about the importance of church, and the question was asked, why do you go to church? Why does anybody go to church? And hopefully we have thought through the reason why we come to church, and it's not just because Mom told me to and I better do what Mom says. So why do we go to church? The other thing that I just spoke about a little bit was just clarifying what church is not. It's not the building. As important as it is and as lovely as the building is, it's not the building. The church is not the pews and the chairs. And we're having a meeting at the end of this month to speak more about chairs as a leadership. And so there's a plan in action. But there's more to it than that. It's more to, church is more than hymns or choruses. Church is the gathering of the believers. The gathering, in the book of Acts it speaks about the disciples meeting together daily as they fellowship, they worship God, they had devotions together, they prayed together. And that was church. That was the beginning of church. And so my question to you is, where do you belong? Because that's what this is all about. Church isn't about membership and attendance, rather. It's about where do you belong? Where is home for you? And so the analogy is that of a suitcase. If you have a suitcase, you normally have, and you're traveling, if you've ever traveled, you know how important it is to have a tag on your baggage that has your name and where you can be found. Those are important bits of information. You can't have one and not the other. You need to have both. And so as Christ followers, when we submit our lives to God and we bow the knee to Jesus and say, Jesus, choose you. You are my Lord, my Savior. I belong to you. That's what we're saying. I belong to you, and that's what the psalmist also says in Psalm 100. We are his, we belong to him, that's where we're safe. And so if I am the suitcase, who do I belong to? I belong to God. That is my home. He is who I belong to. But then there's the address. And I believe it's so important for every believer to have a spiritual home. So what is your home address, your spiritual home address? It doesn't have to be Wesley. You can be watching this online, and that's wonderful. But I want to encourage each of us to find somewhere where we belong, because we were designed to belong. If you want to belong to Wesley, and if you have already years ago decided you belong to Wesley, that's wonderful. Then I challenge you with this. Is this where you feel spiritually at home? Have you unpacked your bag here? Have you made yourself comfortable? Have you invested here as if this were your own home? Is it home? If this isn't home, where is home? You need to not be spiritually homeless. That's not a good thing. So where are you at home? And so through this month, we're going to be looking at the theme, You Are Home. And if you don't feel like Wesley is home, I ask you, where is home? Where is home? So this isn't I mean it with no condemnation or anything like that, and I welcome visitors and all of that. That's wonderful. I just ask you, where do you belong? Where do you find that your soul and your spirit belong? So we are going to be having a few get-togethers after the services on the 16th, 23rd, and the 30th. If you're interested in membership, I'd like to really call it a partnership more than membership. Membership, in my head, you pay your subs and you go and you do whatever and you walk away and you don't have to do anything because you paid your fees. And so I prefer the term partnership. So if you're interested in partnering with us, you can still be a member, then join us for one of those times just after the service, and I'm just going to chat about what that looks like here at Wesley. And we're going to be focusing on our home. So on the 30th of October, we're having a Thanksgiving service, and we're going to be taking up an offering because there are a couple of things that we need to invest in our home. And so the Thanksgiving offering is going to be towards the data projector. It's going to go towards painting the various places, painting lines and things like that. So we're going to ask you to invest in your home, specifically those funds to go into this home. But it's not just about finances. We're asking you if you're interested, if you're keen, if this is home. Roll up your sleeves. On the 5th of November, Saturday the 5th of November, we're going to have a couple of work parties around church, painting lines, painting bathroom, having a look here at the cry room, the joy room, mother's room, whatever you want to call it, the kitchen. And so I'm going to put out more details as the weeks go by. But there'll be a work party. And so it's not all about money, but see where you can get involved. See where you can co-labor with us. And then on the 6th of November is a family picnic at the model train station place in Bisley. And so after our 9:30 service, we'll wrap up here and we'll head across there, bring a picnic. It's 15 rand per ticket for the kids to ride the train. I think I might be able to also ride the train. I've never done it. I'll see if I maybe need to push the train while I go. But join us. This is a month of family. It's a month of getting to know one another. It's a month of, are you home? Are you home? If you're home, then you talk to people that you live with. So I encourage you to just look at where you are, how you relate to Wesley, where your heart is, and where your spiritual home address is. And so I leave that with you. I look forward to seeing you through the next couple of weeks and getting in touch with me if you have any questions or queries or want to join us for the times talking about membership. Please feel free to do that. You look after yourselves, and I will see you soon. Be blessed.